Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt that dull, stiff ache in your knees or your fingers, that little reminder that something isn't quite right inside your body? Maybe it's your shoulders that don't move the way they used to, or perhaps your back gives you that constant reminder that pain has made itself at home. My friend, joint pain and arthritis don't just affect the body. They affect how you live, how you move, how you think, and even how you feel about life itself. But here's the truth I want you to remember right from the beginning. Your body is designed to heal itself. It was made with a remarkable ability to rebuild, restore, and renew, if you just give it what it needs and take away what harms it. Today I'm going to share with you a natural, science-backed, and time-tested way to heal joint pain and arthritis. And I mean really heal, not just cover the pain with medication. If you follow these principles carefully and consistently, you can begin to feel real improvement within just 1 week. Yes, 1 week. Because when you give your body the right environment to repair, it responds very quickly. Now, before we dive in, I want you to imagine something. Imagine waking up and walking without stiffness. Imagine your fingers moving freely again. Imagine being able to bend, stretch, garden, or play with your grandchildren without that ache that has been holding you back for years. That's not a fantasy. That's how your body was meant to function. And that's what we're going to restore together, step by step. So, let's start by understanding what's really happening inside those joints. Arthritis, in simple terms, means inflammation of the joints. Arth means joint and ortis means inflammation. There are many types: osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, gout, and more. But the common thread in all of them is that the joint is inflamed, the tissues are irritated, and the natural lubrication and cushioning that protect the bones start to wear away. This leads to friction, pain, swelling, and stiffness. But here's the key: inflammation isn't your enemy. Inflammation is actually your body's way of healing. It's like a natural alarm system that tells you something is wrong. When you fall and hurt your knee, your body sends extra blood, nutrients, and immune cells to the area. That's inflammation. It's part of healing. The real problem begins when inflammation becomes chronic, when it stays for too long and starts damaging rather than healing. So, the first thing we must do to heal arthritis and joint pain is to reduce this chronic inflammation naturally, not suppress it with drugs, but help the body calm it down from the inside. Now, the question is, what causes this chronic inflammation in the first place? Well, the truth is, it often comes from the choices we make daily. What we eat, how we move, how we rest, and even how we think. The foods we eat can either heal or harm our joints. The stress we hold in our minds can either relax or inflame our bodies. And the habits we repeat can either build new, healthy tissue or break it down. Let's talk about food first, because food is the foundation of healing. The joints are made of cartilage, connective tissue, and synovial fluid, and all of these need nutrients to stay strong and flexible. Unfortunately, the modern diet is loaded with foods that rob the body of those very nutrients and promote inflammation. Things like refined sugars, white flour, processed oils, fried foods, and artificial additives. These create acidity and oxidative stress in the body, which in turn damage cells and joints. So the first step in healing joint pain fast is to remove the inflammatory foods. That means saying goodbye, even just for a week, to sugar, processed snacks, refined flour, and unhealthy oils. These include vegetable oils like canola, sunflower, soybean, and corn oil. They're high in omega-6 fatty acids, which when consumed in excess promote inflammation. Replace them with healthy fats: olive oil, avocado oil, flaxseed oil, and coconut oil. Next, we bring in foods that heal and inflammatory, mineral-rich, and deeply nourishing. Think of foods like fresh fruits, green leafy vegetables, nuts, seeds, and legumes. Foods rich in omega-3s, like flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts, help reduce inflammation and lubricate your joints. You can also add turmeric, ginger, garlic, and black pepper to your meals. These are nature's anti-inflammatories. Turmeric, especially when combined with black pepper, contains curcumin, which is incredibly powerful for reducing joint inflammation and pain. And don't forget hydration. The cartilage in your joints is like a sponge. It needs water to stay cushioned and flexible. Most people simply don't drink enough pure water. Herbal teas like ginger tea, turmeric tea, or nettle tea are also very beneficial. Now let's talk about something many people overlook: the acid-alkaline balance of the body. Arthritis often thrives in an acidic environment. When your diet and lifestyle make your body acidic, it starts leaching minerals like calcium and magnesium from your bones and joints to neutralize that acid. The result: weaker bones and more pain. So what can you do? Start your morning with a glass of warm water mixed with fresh lemon juice. Yes, lemon is acidic in taste but alkaline in the body. Eat plenty of fresh vegetables and greens. Reduce meat, dairy, coffee, and refined foods for a week. You'll be amazed how light and flexible your joints begin to feel when your body shifts toward alkalinity. Now let's talk about movement. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they have joint pain is to stop moving. They think rest will help. But the truth is, complete rest often makes it worse. Joints need movement to receive nutrients. Unlike muscles, joints don't have direct blood supply. They rely on movement to carry nutrients in and waste out. So gentle movement is vital. Simple exercises like stretching, slow walking, swimming, or yoga can help keep joints flexible and lubricated. Even if you can only do 5 minutes at a time, that's enough to start. Move slowly and listen to your body. The goal is gentle movement, not strain. Now, let's touch on one of the most powerful but often forgotten parts of healing, your mindset and emotional health. Did you know that studies have shown emotional stress can increase inflammation in the body? When you're constantly tense, angry, or worried, your body releases stress hormones that trigger inflammation and slow down healing. So part of your 1-week healing challenge is to take care of your emotional body, not just your physical one. Spend a few minutes each day in silence, in prayer, or in deep breathing. Practice gratitude for your body, even for the parts that hurt. Speak life over your joints. Tell them you are healing. You are strong, you are free. You'll be surprised how powerfully the mind can influence physical recovery. Now, let's bring it all together into a daily plan you can follow for 1 week. A plan to reduce inflammation, nourish your joints, and activate your body's natural healing power. When you wake up in the morning, start your day with a glass of warm lemon water. Then do 5-10 minutes of gentle stretching or yoga. Follow that with a breakfast that fuels healing. Something like oatmeal with flax seeds and berries, or a smoothie with spinach, banana and chia seeds. Mid-morning, have herbal tea. Ginger or turmeric tea is ideal. For lunch, focus on whole foods, steamed vegetables, brown rice, lentils, and maybe a small portion of healthy fat like avocado or olive oil. In the evening, have a light dinner, perhaps a vegetable soup with garlic and turmeric. Before bed, soak your feet in warm water with Epsom salt. It relaxes the muscles and draws out toxins. If you have time, you can also try a castor oil pack on your joints. Castor oil is deeply anti-inflammatory and helps stimulate circulation. Simply soak a clean cloth in warm castor oil. Place it on the painful joint, cover it with plastic, and apply gentle heat for 30 minutes. It's an old remedy, but it works beautifully. Throughout the day, drink plenty of water and avoid processed foods completely. Focus on whole living foods. By the end of the week, most people notice real changes. Less swelling, less pain, more mobility, and more energy. You see, healing isn't about doing one big thing. It's about small, consistent choices that allow your body to do what it was designed to do. You don't need fancy supplements or expensive treatments. You just need to support your body's natural design. Now, let's talk about the role of sleep in healing. When you sleep, your body produces growth hormone. This is the hormone responsible for repair and regeneration. If you're not sleeping well, your joints can't rebuild. Make sure you're sleeping by 10 p.m. in a dark, quiet room with no screens or bright lights. Deep rest is one of the greatest healers. And don't underestimate the power of sunlight. Vitamin D is essential for bone health, calcium absorption, and reducing inflammation. Try to get at least 15-20 minutes of sunlight daily. Morning sunlight is best. It's gentle and uplifting for your mood as well. Now, some people might be wondering, can arthritis really be healed? The answer depends on what you mean by healed. If by healed you mean your body feels free of pain, flexible, and strong again, absolutely yes. If you mean completely reversing every bit of damage, maybe not overnight, but your body can still adapt, rebuild, and improve dramatically. Remember, cells are constantly regenerating. Cartilage cells, though slow, can renew if you create the right internal environment. So in this 1 week challenge, we're not just reducing pain, we're resetting your body's healing system. We're reducing inflammation, cleansing the body, nourishing tissues, and rebuilding strength from the inside. Let's recap the key elements of your 1 week healing journey. Remove inflammation triggers, processed food, sugar, refined oil. Replace with healing foods, fruits, vegetables, omega-3s, herbs, and water. Move daily, even gently. Rest deeply and manage stress. Stay consistent. By the end of 7 days, you'll start to feel lighter, more flexible, and more hopeful. Your body will begin to thank you in the form of reduced stiffness, smoother movement, and a sense of renewed energy. And as you continue beyond that first week, the healing just deepens. Your joints continue to rebuild. Your tissues become more supple. Your body becomes your friend again. Now, if you've been on medication, don't stop it abruptly. Always work alongside your healthcare provider. But as your body heals naturally, you may find your need for medication decreases over time. Always remember, your body isn't broken. It's simply responding to what you've given it. When you change what you give it, you change the outcome. Nature's way of healing is gentle, but it's powerful. There's no side effect, no dependency, just a return to balance. You'll begin to move differently, think differently, and even live differently once the pain begins to fade. You know, one of my favorite quotes is, "The power that made the body heals the body." You don't have to fight your body. You just have to support it. So, if you're listening right now, I want you to say to yourself, "I am healing." Because healing begins the moment you believe it's possible. When you combine belief with right action, there's nothing your body can't repair. By the end of this week, if you stay committed, you'll see change. Your body will start to trust you again. Your joints will respond with gratitude. And that's the beginning of real transformation. Remember, pain is not your enemy. It's your teacher. It's telling you that something in your lifestyle needs attention. When you listen with compassion instead of frustration, your body will show you exactly what it needs. So this week, slow down a little. Breathe deeply, eat consciously, move gently. Rest fully. Speak kindly to yourself. Healing doesn't just happen in your joints. It happens in your mind, your emotions, and your spirit. You are not too old to heal. You are not too late to change. The body you live in is alive, intelligent, and responsive. Give it the right care, and it will always give back. So go ahead, begin today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Cleanse your plate. Fill it with color and life. Drink that warm lemon water. Step out into the sunlight. Move with gratitude, and every day whisper to your joints, "Thank you for carrying me all these years. Now I'm going to take care of you." Healing begins with love, love for your body, love for life, and love for the miracle of being alive. If you've listened this far, I know you have that desire for change, and I promise you it's possible. You can heal joint pain, you can reverse inflammation, you can move freely again. Let this be the week you prove it to yourself. And when you begin to feel better, share your story. Because healing inspires healing. When one person gets better, they remind others that it's possible too. So take this week as a gift. Make it your healing week. Follow these steps faithfully. And you'll be amazed how fast the body can respond when you give it what it truly needs. I believe in you. Your body believes in you. Now it's time for you to believe in your body. Thank you for being here today. Stay kind to yourself, stay connected to nature, and always remember, healing starts within.